So this tweet right here is what tells me that Splatoon 3 is dying. This tweet says that Salmon Run is getting its final map with the fresh season update. And you might be thinking, that's pretty good, you know, an extra map. Get to play more, that's brilliant. But this is the final map. So Splatoon 3 won't be getting any more maps for Salmon Run. It doesn't affect Big Run, but it will for Salmon Run. And you might just be like, oh, okay, right, well, Salmon Run, doesn't really matter, not loads of people play it. You've still got the main games, you know, side orders coming out, you've still got X-Rank, Anarchy Battles, and obviously the main game. Well, I don't think they've done anything to the main game since release, so we can ignore that as well. But when a developer starts cutting back on certain areas in a game, it's usually because of funding. And that funding is normally directly linked to recurring player base. So if Splatoon's recurring player base is going down, then it's not just Salmon Run that's affected. Another thing that indicates that this is going to be an issue for Splatoon 3 is that the people who play Salmon Run still want more maps. They're still asking for more maps. So the developers know there is a request for it, there is a need for the maps. But they're purposely not going to meet that demand, probably due to funding. This does kind of lead on to Side Order. We've been waiting, what, probably like a year since they announced it. Can't remember the exact date. And it's finally coming out this Thursday. Or if you're watching this video after, then it's already out. As far as I'm aware, there's no other details of further DLC for Splatoon 3. Why? If this is a game that's meant to be carried on, and the developers are taking it seriously still, they have the funding. Why have they not announced, like, more? Now, I'm not going to say Splatoon 3 is, like, completely dead. It still has a good player base. I'm still playing it. Loads of people are still playing it, and I think Side Order is going to bring in a lot of people who used to play it, then stopped playing for a while and played other games. It's going to bring them back. They're going to play Side Order. It's going to bring in a bunch of revenue for Splatoon 3. And then they're going to carry on with some updates, seasons. It's going to start stopping. And Salmon Run stopping is the beginning. You know, probably the least popular mode apart from the table turf, whatever it is. Never even played it. So with Salmon Run stopping, it's probably Big Run next. And then realistically, it's probably going to be updates not being as quick to roll out, not as often, and maybe not the things that people have been asking for. So why do I think this is happening? Well, Splatoon 3 is probably the most popular out of the Splatoon games. I know I started playing Splatoon in Splatoon 3, and I know loads of other streamers, loads of other players, all started in Splatoon 3. So Splatoon 1 and 2 had a good player base, but I just don't think it was as big as Splatoon 3. So they had this massive influx of people. They announced DLC, they announced updates, new weapons, maps, kits, everything. I think we're starting to see that we're coming towards the end of that. You know, I don't think maps are going to roll out too much. I don't think there's going to be massive updates. And there's not going to be that many more kits coming out, I don't think, personally. So in my mind, Splatoon probably has about a 1-2 year lifespan on it left. Like, when I say that, I don't mean it's going to be Splatoon 4 in a year or two. What I mean is basically the updates will stop coming as often. There won't be any new maps, there won't be any new kits. It's going to be very much like patch updates just all the time. It's just not what it is right now. But it's not going to be all doom and gloom. Like I said a minute ago, Side Order is coming out, or has come out if you're watching after the release, and that is going to bring a lot of money in for Splatoon. So I think they're going to reinvest that money. I think they're going to have a good, like, massive push for new stuff for the next 6 months. Maybe actually announce a second DLC, like a proper one, if Side Order goes well. If Side Order is very much a 5-minute wonder, then all that money is just going to be lost for Nintendo. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, right, it's already gone. Let's not really put that much more money into it. Let's just start focusing on Splatoon 4. Let's focus on other Nintendo games. So I am kind of hoping Side Order brings in more recurring players and those players stay for the long run. You just don't know. You don't know with Side Order because it could be absolutely amazing, completely different to the main game, the online. Is that going to work? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.